One of life's greatest mysteries to me. So I'm a worldly bloke, been everywhere, seen everything, done everything. Okay, so yeah, maybe that's an embellishment. But anyway, back in the day, there was this thing called the millennium. It's like when the 1900s became the 2000s. It actually happened. Don't listen to Trump if he says it didn't, because it really did. Anyway, you know that counties have different time zones, right? It may be 9 p.m. here, but it's 6 a.m. somewhere else, right? Back in 1999, New Zealand was supposed to be the first country to reach the year 2000. But hey, you can change that, so thought the King of Tonga. Tonga passed a law that moved their clocks 2 hours back. And then, holy shit, Tonga was now the first country on the planet that would see in the millennium. The global news crews were already set up in New Zealand for New Year's, by the way, and fucked if they were going to fly to Tonga. It was basically forgotten that New Zealand was no longer the start of the millennium. Anyway, I just happened to be in Tonga at that time, staying on a private tropical island owned by my Kiwi girlfriend's parents. As you do, they are all Kiwis in this story, by the way. Remember that. New Year's was going to be a big event on the island, lots of guests and money to be made. So the parents said to us, you two need to fuck off. We are getting paid by people and you two are freeloaders, as Kiwis do. It was all true. Gotta love them. So we had to leave the island and go to the closest main island, got a hotel room and proceeded to party. My girlfriend was the one that suggested we need to do something epic for New Year's. She was a Kiwi, just to remind you. So I said, what should we do? And she replied, well, let's fuck at midnight. Absolute genius idea, clearly. And so as midnight approached, we returned to the hotel room, and at the stroke of 12, I was stroking. I was actually watching my watch. I was in sync with the second hand. And no, not the minute hand for any doubters. Stopped looking at that hand at 11:55. In conclusion, there is no disputing at all that I am the first fucker of this millennium. Now, I'll admit some other twisted individuals may have had the same idea in Tonga, so I may not be the only first fucker, but they will only share the award with me. Equal winners. And to be specific, the award is for the first fucker of the new millennium, and that award lasts for 1,000 years. There's no winner next year, no new Oscar or Golden Globe award, not for the next century even. 1,000 years I'll hold the title. What other award lasts so long? Hey. So anyway, I was on this exercise holiday to Austria, killing myself all day, exercising and eating like a rabbit to not be so fat like the usual kind of holiday ends. At the end of the week, we all decided to get some beers in and have an end of holiday party. And someone brings up, what's your greatest claim to fame? I, of course, think I've got this one in the bag. First fucker of the millennium. Who could ever top that one, right? There was a chick in the group who had this entry. You know Rocky IV, she said, Ivan Drago. Russia, the music and the training. Of course, we all know that. Fucking legendary film. Makes you want to watch it again just to thinking of it. Well, she said, you remember when Rocky won and the Russian president with the red wine stain on his head stood up and started clapping. She yells, that was my dad. He was the actor that stood up with the red wine stain on his head. The rest of the group all agreed her story was the most impressive and she won the competition. Moral of the story, people are dumb fucks. But movie nostalgia will win any argument. We all remember a show, a film, a soundtrack, a voice or character from some film / show / play, etc. And we will give that 1,000% more value than real life, as it had a great vibe that resonated with us, and hearing that will forever trigger these same feelings. Still, 1,000 year title,